again. My name is Marcelle and I'm here on behalf of Astromatrix, and today we're going to be exploring and discussing and diving into the solar eclipse that's happening on the 4th of December. It's a new moon eclipse in Sagittarius. But before we dive into that, I'd just like to ask, please, if you do enjoy our content, as usual, to like and subscribe as we do update regular content. And then at the end of each explanation, I always do a tarot reading on behalf of the collective, which just gives added information as to what more this eclipse could be about. So stay tuned for that. All right, so this eclipse, as I mentioned, it's a solar eclipse. It's a new moon eclipse. So this is when the sun and the moon come together. And it's a period of new beginnings, planting new seeds. However, it is also the final eclipse for 2021, and it's in the south node of Sagittarius, which is where the nodes have been lying for the last 18 months. So we have the north node in Gemini and the south node in Sagittarius, and this is the final eclipse for the year, which means that we are also saying goodbye to something. We're leaving something behind. The south node represents that which we are needing to release and let go of in our lives. So the idea is that because it's a new moon and we're planting new seeds, we're aware of what it is that we're needing to let go of in order to plant those new seeds. So it's a eclipse is a powerful portal into a new direction in our lives, and it has lasting effects up to 6 months, if not longer. And it aims to transform an area of our life, which is the Sagittarius area, that we're really needing to let go of and release. So the Gemini-Sagittarius axis has to do with the entire 18 months that it's been in the Sagittarius-Gemini axis, the transiting nodal axis. It has to do with old ideas and belief systems and thought structures that we developed in our informative years that we're needing to reconstruct and let go of. So the Sagittarian energy is very much about seeing a bigger picture. It's considered the guru in the chart. It's the philosopher. It's the adventurer. It's the fool in the tarot card, footloose and fancy free. But they also struggle with really coming into the details and seeing, discerning and seeing the smaller information. And they lack the curiosity of our counterpart sign, Gemini. So the North Node is in Gemini, and this is where these last 18 months we have been needing to head towards to cultivate the curiosity of the student and to really open ourselves up to other perspectives and to really come in and see other people's points of view instead of always holding that overarching perspective on reality. So the ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter. And Jupiter is about expansion wherever it lies in our chart, expansion, and it just so happens to be moving into Pisces, back into Pisces on the 29th of December, which is a few weeks after this final solar eclipse. So whichever house is ruled by Pisces is really going to receive a beautiful boost and expansion in that area of your chart. Pisces is a very spiritual planet, and for those of you that were aware when Jupiter moved into Pisces momentarily in the early parts of this year, you would have noticed this expanded awareness, this expanded spiritual awareness around how it is that we interacted with others as well as met the challenges in our lives. And so we are blessed to have that movement happening again. And so I feel that while this eclipse may be quite foggy and challenging simply because the sun and the moon come into a conjunction to Mercury, and so this can create some fogginess just because it is a solar eclipse, so it's known as the dark moon. It's overshadowed by the sun. And then, of course, Mercury being next to the sun means that Mercury becomes combust. So it burns out, it loses its potency, it loses its clarity. And of course, Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. So there's some confusion at first, but I feel that as we progress a few days after that new moon, things may fall into place as we become clear about what it is that we wish to release and move forward with as we plant those new seeds. So Sagittarius, the Sagittarius new moon is also coming into a sextile with Saturn, which is a supportive aspect, and it's really heralding a way forward into a new direction. So we have that support of Saturn that's moving us forward in that new direction. So we really will become aware of what it is that we're needing to leave behind and let go of. It's an old pattern that no longer serves us. And because the final eclipse of this year is in Sagittarius, the South Node, it indicates, because it's conjunct Mercury, the ruler of the North Node, Gemini, it indicates that we've completed the lessons that we're needing to learn, that we have been needing to learn around this Gemini-Sagittarius axis for the last 18 months. So again, just to give you a little bit more information about Sagittarius, it's very optimistic and spontaneous and adventurous, and it's really about a fresh new perspective. So while it may be a little bit tricky during the eclipse, we can expect a positive new outlook as we move forward, especially into the new year. And especially when Jupiter moves into Pisces on the 29th of December. So now that we've wrapped that up, let's take a look at the cards and see what wants to come up. So I've got the cards here. I've cleansed them and I'm shuffling them on behalf of the collective. And we are exploring questions around the new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius. On behalf of the collective, we are looking at what the new moon in Sagittarius, the solar eclipse, wishes to reveal to us. So what does the new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius on the 4th of December at 12 degrees wish to reveal to us? Almost. That card fell out, almost. Okay. So before I fully pick the cards, I just need to mention that it's really helpful again to see which area of your chart Sagittarius rules, as well as Pisces, as well as Gemini. Because of that Mercury in the mix that comes into a conjunction with the luminaries at 12 degrees. And this will give you a sense of what areas of your life will be impacted. Because it is a mutable sign, it means that other mutable signs, so Sagittarius, Gemini, Pisces and Virgo will also be affected. You'll feel the impact, especially if you have any planets between 8 to 14 degrees that are in close contact to those luminaries. You will feel the effects of this new moon. All right, so what is the theme for this new moon? We have the Two of Cups. So the theme for this new moon is relationships. All right, one-on-one relationships. It could be partnerships, it could be friendships, but it's relationships, the union, you and I. All right. So the first question that I'm asking is, what is this new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius wanting to reveal to us? What is this new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius wanting to reveal to us? Okay, so we have the Star card, which is very beautiful. Hopes and dreams, inspiration. This is very Jupiterian in Pisces. Expansion. What are our dreams, our desires? All right. What are we needing to let go of in order to achieve these dreams? What are we needing to let go of during this new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius? What are we needing to release? So this is probably the most positive reading that I've had this entire year. It's mostly been doom and gloom, but this is very auspicious. All right. We are needing to release how it is that we engage with each other, the exchanges that we interact with, how it is that we exchange, how it is that we share. So there's something around that we're needing to release. And we'll go deeper into it. So I'm just going to ask, what are we needing to release? Okay, and we're needing to release. Okay. And then let's ask the cards, please, to give us more information around what we're needing to release, around the Six of Pentacles, around the sharing. Please give us more information. So we're needing to release how it is that we share. Let's get more information. Okay, so it's, this is the Six of Cups, which is the card of nostalgia, but it's also to do with sweetness. So I feel that it has to do with situations from the past that we're still holding on to, which is informing how it is that we share. Okay, and then lastly, what is Jupiter, the ruler of Sagittarius, bringing in for us? What is Jupiter, the ruler of Sagittarius, moving into Pisces, bringing in for us? Okay. So we have the Tower card, which is the card of chaos and destruction. So let's put this over here and just allow me to tune in. And I'm going to pick one more card for the Tower card to give more information, because I sense that this has to do with what it is that we're releasing. So please give more information related to the Tower card. Okay. So as I mentioned, the theme of the reading has to do with the Two of Cups. And so this has to do with relationships, partnerships, and friendships. And then I asked, what is the new moon in Sagittarius, the solar eclipse, wanting to reveal to us? And we have the Star card, which is hopes, dreams, inspirations. And it's wanting to show us what it is that we desire and how it is that we can get there. So it's giving us a greater sense of what that can look like. And then we have what are we needing to release during this new moon? And we have the Six of Pentacles. And so the Six of Pentacles is a card of sharing. It's a card of give and take. So there's something in our exchanges that we're needing to release. And I asked what that was, and we got the Six of Cups, which is the card of nostalgia, sweetness from the past. So there are memories from the past that we may still be holding on to, that is informing how it is that we are bringing our energy to these new experiences. And we cannot fully experience the full capacity of these hopes and dreams that we have until we can release bad experiences from the past that are still informing how it is that we're engaging in the present moment. So then I asked, what is the Jupiter in Pisces going to bring in for us? And I got the Tower card. Okay. And the Tower card is, it's a card of destruction. I would compare it, I would say that it's the rising of the phoenix from the ashes. But first, everything that has been constructed that is false and not relevant to these dreams that you're wanting to create and step into in your life needs to come crumbling down first. So I sense that because we have the Four of Swords on top of the Tower card, the Four of Swords means that it's a period of retreat and to be able to draw back our energies from the destruction of the past and from those moments in our lives where we experience these meltdowns and the disillusionment of these false hopes and beliefs that we held up, especially to do with relationships. So I'm going to pick one more card and just to ask for an outcome card. And I feel that it's true. We cannot really know what the highest truth is for where it is that we want to go with regards to relationships unless we experience what it's not. And so we've really had a rich journey with that. And it's not just around love relationships, but it's also around one-on-one relationships, either with a parent or a colleague or a sibling or a best friend. So whatever it is that we're still holding on to, that we bring into those relationships, it's needed to go through some kind of disillusionment, come crumbling down, and then we're giving the space to retreat from that and heal. So the Star card is also a card of healing. And that's what this new moon is bringing. It's bringing a healing. So I asked what the outcome of this lunar eclipse will be, and I got the Fool, which is very beautiful. And this is Sagittarius. Look at it. It's footloose, fancy-free, heading in a new direction. Who knows where it is, but just trusting that the support will be there. So there we go. I hope that shed some light on what's to come for you, and it's always helpful to know what's going on in order to navigate it better. Thank you for your support and your time. Would love to hear which house this eclipse falls into for you and what you have been experiencing leading up to this point, especially with regards to relationships. And once again, if you did enjoy this content, do like and subscribe to our channel, and thank you for your support, and goodbye.